The waterfalls are pumping. Can't see the ones over there because of all the rain. It is coming down. There is a storm brewing, and it's not going to be like this one. There's going to be a incredible storm if the U.S. continues promoting, and Europe continues promoting this Ukrainian conflict by sending arms into Ukraine. It's like and it's horrible. You gotta ask the question: what would happen if Ukraine surrendered unconditionally to Russia, which is what they're going to have to end up doing? Well, first thing that would happen is they would stop losing 1,000 young Ukrainian men every day. It's just horrible. It's a horrible situation because the Ukrainian Nazis basically have Zelensky under their thumb and are telling him he needs to be begging for more weapons. They get more weapons, and in the process of destroying those weapons, the Russians kill a lot of Ukrainians. And Russia cannot lose this conflict. They've waited 8 years of broken promises by NATO. The first way you can tell that media is lying, or whichever media you're looking at is lying, is when they say it was unprovoked. They've been provoking this. The West has been provoking this for 8 years, and I believe that this was a pre-planned Biden thing, because Biden was the one that said that that Ukraine can join NATO, when Putin has said in writing that that's not going to happen, that he's going to do everything in his power to prevent it from happening, which is what this conflict is about. So yeah, what would happen if Ukraine surrendered to Russia? Well, I don't know at this point, because now Russia has put so much energy into this war. I don't know how much territory they would keep, but they would keep what they've taken, I bet. If you, and also one of the most worrying parts is people don't realize this is as close to a nuclear war with a large nuclear power that has happened since the Cuban Missile Crisis. It's probably even closer than that. Putin has said if there is if there is an invasion of Russia, or and by that he means in Russian territory, Moscow, or missiles to Moscow, there will be a lightning strike. In Russian terminology, a lightning strike is a nuclear EMP, and Russia has more experience than probably anyone else, except maybe China, and more of a hardened infrastructure against a counter EMP attack. So basically, if the West started to attack Russia, which again Biden has said they want to disrupt Russia, they want to destroy Russia, and I mean this Russia-phobia stuff, it's been going on since all this the Russian collusion BS about Trump, and it was just unbelievable. This would have never happened under Trump, because first of all, Trump he was against NATO, So he would have never said that Ukraine could join NATO. He knew exactly what Putin had said. Um, this would never be happening. And the sanctions are kicking Europe in the ass, and it's going to get worse and worse. And then it's going to get worse for Americans too. It's going to be worse for the whole world except for India and China and maybe some of Africa. Um, so yeah, a lightning strike is an EMP attack. Russia could knock out all of Europe in 60 seconds with one EMP attack. And they have the ground forces to invade. They could just roll right through they could take over everything. And then the negotiation is going to be, so do you want to keep your job as the political puppets of Russia, or do you want to you want us to do what you did to us, confiscate all of your assets, which is what they're doing to the Russians now. They've confiscated not only state assets, they're confiscating private yachts, everything Russian. They're confiscating. It's just, it's like it's a bunch of idiots. Make sure you get out and vote the idiots out. And I'm not talking about just Democrats. There's a lot of Republican idiots out there too. Yeah, there's a bunch of anybody in support of sending Ukraine weapons is an idiot, and they're hurting everybody. So vote them out. There you go.